I'm receiving, like many of you, maybe who are interested in marketing, who are interested in digital. Well, nowadays you better be interested in digital because that's the way to go. All those techniques and methods, and you see it even when you go on when you browse on Facebook, on TikTok, on many other places, and you see all those people selling you those secret techniques or magnificent solutions that bring you 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, even more revenue per day. So, or some are more reasonable, say per week, but mostly per day. And even though the techniques sound very interesting, there is always the same problem. It's once you have the technique working, it can be a quiz, it can be a funnel, it can be advertising, it can be whatever you want. There is always the same problem, and they never, ever talk about it. Or, well, if they mention it, you are left alone out in the woods with a nice forest behind you, because that's the solution they're selling you. But you have no idea how you are going to get anyone interested in what you are doing. So there are many techniques, starting with SEO and praying that one day your website may appear on the first page of Google, ranked in the top five uh, sites on the first page. So yes, keep praying because the competition is so harsh out there. Anyway, or you can pay a fortune in Facebook, Google, YouTube ads, whatever, but that's still a fortune. Or you can work with your network. Oh, but which network? Your personal one, your professional one. You may want to develop another business. Your products may not be directed to the people you have in your network, and your network is not that. How can I say? Limitless. Because of course, if you want to grow a business, you need to grow the limits. So here you are standing and waiting that the magnificent solution you paid for, maybe a lot to be trained to use and so on, and you are still wondering, why isn't it working? Well, it's not working because no one is paying attention to what you have, to what you do, and how you do it, and whatever you do. So it's like that live stream. At the moment, there are absolutely zero people watching it. But I don't care because I'm recording it at the same time. So that's important that one day you hit it and read it and watch it. So the first thing is, why should they not even start getting something from you, but even listening to you, paying attention to you? Why is that? What's your why? It's not about what you're selling. They didn't care because why should I listen to you? Why should I watch? Starts with, are you going to help me in any way? And it's not conscious. That's definitely the primal brain that will talk, and it's a subconscious part of the brain. Surprisingly, which is the part that drives 95% of your thoughts and the thoughts of the people who may be interested in you. So in the ethical persuader system, you learn what a why is, how to build a why, so that it starts to resonate with your audience. It's not simple. Sorry. Will everything be simple? Everyone would be a multimillionaire. And you would need to work, or you could have what they call the digital life, where you travel around the world with your laptop and make fortunes with your laptop. So if you do it, and 99% just get the dreams broken. So find a why. Why are you going to help them? Why should I listen to you? Because when you know why you are going to help them, subconsciously, you can tell them how you are going to help them. Oh, then it gets interesting. And at the end, they will wonder what you are selling, really. So why, how, what? That's also coming from Simon Sinek, who calls it the Golden Circle, which is a very great book. It's called Start with Why, and the Golden Circle is explained in there. But it's not just about business, it's also about the brain, how the brain works. So start with a why. And that why is something that you can only define if you know who you are. And by the way, why and who are two of the most fundamental of the four parameters of the ethical persuasion formula. If you maximize your why, if you maximize your who, there is a big, big, big chance that you maximize your revenue. So who are you? I mean, I'm Thomas, but that's not qualifying who I am, because there are many Thomases out there. Well, I'm Thomas Trautmann. So the problem is that Trautmann comes from my parents, from their parents, from the parents of their parents, from our ancestors. That doesn't define who I am. I may be born in May and be a Taurus, but there are so many out there. That doesn't define me. It takes time to define who you are, who it's inside of you, deeply inside of you, who you are. It took me time to understand that I'm the happy tribes builder. I love to create tribes. I love to be a leader for a little bit of time, bring something to people, make them smile. That's why I call it a happy tribe, and then let that tribe keep living and growing. But it took me a lot of time, tens and tens of years to get there. It's just not in the snap of a finger that you get that, right? So people will start to resonate if you have a who you are, a honest who you are, because surprisingly, even nowadays, honesty has still some value, like ethics, and that's what comes out of the ethical persuader system: ethics, honesty, and values. And of course, that doesn't come in the snap of a finger. So I'm sorry to say so. There is no solution out there that will make you rich in a few days. You have to work hard. Every entrepreneur in the world knows that you have to work hard. And when those guys show you examples of how their system is magnificent and how much money they make, of course, they make a lot of money. Ask them how long it took them to get there. Many talk about the famous list. You need to have a list of contact because you can then contact these people. It's like on LinkedIn, for example, you need a list of contacts. Those contacts are the ones who are interested in what you do. Not everyone, but a lot. And those contacts, you can contact them. I mean, you get messages from me on a regular basis because I know that we have a good connection and I want to bring you more. Like the quiz, for example. The quiz is very funny and I think thousands of you enjoyed it. So, I just contact you because we're in touch. We are interested in what each other does and we keep that contact going. Maybe one day someone will say, "Oh, Thomas, maybe I want to buy your book," or "What is your service? How can you help me give a training, an ethical persuasion training to my team so that we make more, that they are more happy and that we make more sales, that we have better marketing," stuff like that. So, yeah, it takes time. I'm sorry to say so. Let's be realistic. You will have to work, you will have to use time and other resources like money, maybe. So, that's it for today, guys. For those of you who are on the European time zone, bon appetit. And for the ones, let's keep in touch. Talk to you very soon. Bye bye.